The modern world is a whirlwind of activity. Everywhere we look, people are rushing from one place to another, caught up in the hustle and bustle of daily life. We are bombarded with information, deadlines, and demands. Our smartphones constantly ping with notifications, and our to-do lists seem never-ending. It's easy to get caught up in the pursuit of external achievements. We often measure our success by the number of tasks we complete or the accolades we receive. We chase after the next promotion, the bigger house, the perfect relationship. We believe that these milestones will bring us the happiness and fulfillment we seek. We believe these milestones will bring us lasting happiness. We envision a future where everything falls into place, and we finally feel complete. But what happens when we reach the peak? When we achieve that long-sought goal, we often find that the satisfaction is fleeting. Often we find ourselves looking for the next mountain to climb. The joy of reaching the summit is quickly replaced by the desire for a new challenge. The pursuit of happiness becomes an endless chase. We are always striving for more, never fully satisfied with what we have. We lose sight of the present moment, the only place where life truly exists. In our quest for future achievements, we forget to appreciate the beauty of the here and now. True fulfillment cannot be found in the external world, it comes from within. It is about finding peace and contentment in the present moment. When we connect with our inner values, we tap into a wellspring of peace and joy. This inner connection allows us to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. This is the essence of living fully in each moment. It is about being present, appreciating the simple joys of life, and finding meaning in our everyday experiences. This is not to say that external achievements are meaningless. They can provide a sense of accomplishment and can be important milestones in our journey. They can be stepping stones on our journey. They can motivate us to grow, to push our limits, and to strive for excellence. But they should not be our ultimate destination. True happiness comes from aligning with our inner compass and living a life of purpose and meaning. When we live in alignment with our true selves, we find a deeper sense of fulfillment. We realize that the journey itself is the reward, and every moment is an opportunity to experience joy and gratitude. Consider the story of the Buddha. He was born into royalty and had every material comfort imaginable. His life was filled with luxury, opulence, and the finest things one could desire. Yet despite all these external riches, he felt a profound sense of emptiness. This deep sense of unease gnawed at him constantly. He began to question the very essence of life and the true source of happiness. Was it really in the material possessions and the grandeur that surrounded him? He realized that true happiness could not be found in external pleasures. The more he indulged, the more he felt disconnected from a deeper sense of purpose and fulfillment. He renounced his worldly possessions and embarked on a spiritual quest. Leaving behind the palace, he sought answers in the simplicity of life, in the quiet moments of reflection, and in the teachings of wise sages. Through meditation and self-reflection, the Buddha attained enlightenment. He discovered profound truths about the nature of suffering, the impermanence of life, and the path to true inner peace. He discovered that happiness, peace, and love are not external attainments. They are not things to be chased or acquired. Instead, they are states of being that arise naturally when one is in harmony with oneself. They are our true nature. They arise from within. When we quiet the mind and look inward, we can tap into this wellspring of joy and contentment that resides in all of us. The Dalai Lama echoes this sentiment. He often speaks about the importance of inner peace and the cultivation of a compassionate heart. He says, "Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions." This means that our daily choices, our actions, and our attitudes shape our experience of happiness. True happiness is not a destination. It is not something we arrive at after achieving certain goals or acquiring certain things. It is a state of being that arises from living in alignment with our deepest values. When we live authentically, true to our principles, and in harmony with our inner selves, happiness naturally follows. Like the Buddha and the Dalai Lama, Mahatma Gandhi also embodied this principle. He believed in the power of truth and nonviolence, and he lived his life as a testament to these values. He led a life of simplicity and service, driven by his unwavering belief in truth and nonviolence. His actions were a reflection of his inner convictions, and through them, he inspired millions. He showed the world that true power comes not from external force, but from inner strength and conviction. It is this inner strength this alignment with our deepest values that brings about true and lasting happiness. Imagine a group of climbers who have finally reached the summit of Mount Everest. They celebrate their achievement, planting their flag on the highest point on Earth. But the exhilaration is fleeting. They know they must descend. The summit is not a place to stay. Similarly, external achievements, while significant, are not the end goal. They are markers on our journey. True fulfillment lies in the journey itself, in the striving, the learning, and the growing. The pursuit of inner peace is not about reaching a final destination. It is about cultivating a deep sense of contentment and well-being in every moment. It is about finding joy in the ordinary and gratitude in the challenges. When we cultivate inner harmony, it doesn't just benefit us, it radiates outwards, touching the lives of everyone around us. Consider the example of Buddhist monks. They dedicate their lives to meditation and spiritual practice. They live in simplicity and service, embodying peace and compassion in their every action. Their presence has a calming effect on those around them, creating ripples of peace that extend far beyond the monastery walls. Martin Luther King Jr. is another powerful example. He was deeply rooted in his spiritual beliefs. This inner strength fueled his fight for social justice and equality. He inspired millions with his message of love and nonviolence, igniting a movement that transformed a nation. His life demonstrates the profound impact that inner transformation can have on the world. The sacred in the ordinary. Spirituality is not confined to temples or meditation halls. It is woven into the fabric of our daily lives. It is in the warmth of the sun on our skin, the laughter of a child, the simple act of sharing a meal with loved ones. When we approach life with mindfulness, we begin to see the sacred in the ordinary. We appreciate the beauty in the mundane and find joy in the smallest of things. Every moment becomes an opportunity for connection, for gratitude, for growth. We begin to experience life with a sense of wonder and awe. Cultivating your inner garden. Cultivating inner peace is an ongoing practice. It requires conscious effort and commitment. Just as a gardener tends to their garden, we must nurture our inner world. Begin by cultivating self-awareness. Pay attention to your thoughts, emotions, and reactions. Observe them without judgment. This awareness is the first step towards transformation. Meditation is a powerful tool for calming the mind and connecting with our inner stillness. Even a few minutes of daily meditation can make a world of difference. It helps us to become more present, more aware, and more at peace. A journey without a destination. The journey towards inner peace is not about achieving a state of perfection. There will be ups and downs, moments of joy and moments of despair. The key is to approach each experience with acceptance and compassion. Cultivate gratitude for all that life has to offer, the good and the bad. Gratitude helps us to shift our focus from what we lack to what we have. It opens our hearts to the abundance of blessings that surround us. Nurture positive relationships. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. Engage in acts of kindness and service. When we contribute to the well-being of others, we experience a deep sense of purpose and fulfillment. The light you carry. Remember that happiness and peace are not destinations. They are ongoing journeys. There will be times when you feel lost, discouraged, or alone. In these moments, remember that you are not alone. We are all on this journey together. Reach out for support. Connect with like-minded individuals. Seek guidance from spiritual teachers or mentors. The path may not always be easy, but it is always worth traveling. You have within you an inexhaustible wellspring of peace, love, and joy. By cultivating your inner garden, you allow this light to shine brightly, illuminating not only your own life, but also the lives of all those around you. The world today is in dire need of peace and understanding. We live in a time where the fabric of our society is being tested like never before. We face unprecedented challenges: climate change, social unrest, political polarization. These issues are not just headlines, they are realities that affect us all. It is easy to feel overwhelmed by the enormity of these problems. The weight of the world can feel like a heavy burden on our shoulders, but we must remember that change begins within. Each small step we take towards self-improvement and awareness can ripple outwards, creating waves of positive change. Each one of us has the power to make a difference. Whether it's through volunteering, advocating for justice, or simply being kind to one another, our actions matter. By cultivating inner peace and harmony, we become beacons of light in a world that desperately needs it. Our inner state reflects outwardly, influencing those around us. Let us commit to living each day with intention, with compassion, and with a deep sense of connection to ourselves, to each other, and to the world around us. This commitment can transform our lives and the lives of those we touch. Let your inner flame be a source of hope and inspiration for others. When we shine brightly, we give others permission to do the same. Together, we can create a more peaceful and just world for all. Our collective efforts can build bridges, heal wounds, and foster a sense of unity that transcends differences.